We are live from Japan. It's the Indiana Elite. It's the Seiyo Furies. Here we go. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from Seiyo Furies for some Scuffed Basketball League, we are live from Seiyo, home of the Seiyo Furies, for some Scuffed Basketball League action. It's the Indiana Elite and the Seiyo Furies facing off here this evening. Pete Jones Jr. opens up with a miss. Aiden Holloway, the rookie, drops his in, and we are underway. As I said, there are two rookies over there for the Seiyo Furies. They have, of course, the man that we just saw, Aiden Holloway. He dropped in the hook shot there for two, and they have got the #1 overall pick. They've got the #1 overall pick, AJ DeBonsa, here for the Seiyo Furies. He is the leading... Oh, Cameron Boozer, but you want to talk about a high overall pick. That's the #2 overall pick right there, Cameron Boozer, slamming it down. He is currently the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year. Here comes Aiden Holloway, though, to drop it in. 4 points. Aiden Holloway, him and AJ DeBonsa, two rookies for the Seiyo Furies, and AJ DeBonsa is currently leading the team in scoring. #1 overall pick. This is our first time seeing him in action here in Season 2. Ed Holland drops that one in for 2 points. 90 seconds gone as we are live here from Seiyo, Japan. When these two teams squared off last season, it was a very, very tightly contested matchup. Came down to the wire where Clem Fandango hit a buzzer beater to take the win. This man right here, Clutch Clem, that was what they started calling him after that game when he was able to grab the buzzer beater to take the win over the Seiyo Furies. Cameron Boozer with his second slam of the game right there. That gives him 4, ties it back up at 6. Aiden Holloway, couple spin moves and a dash to the basket. He's got 6 points. That is the rookie, Aiden Holloway, off to a good start here tonight. Matt Snow, he's trying to attack the basket quickly here in this possession, but he gets rejected by Burton. Rejected is Matt Snow, and the Indiana Elite will set up and do it again. Clem Fandango up at the top. The man that broke the Seiyo Furies' hearts last season with a buzzer beater drives to the basket for a lay-in. He's on the board here in the first. Halfway gone here in the first. Seiyo Furies finished 30th last season. 30th of 32 teams. And that's AJ DeBonsa getting on the board right there for the first time. Seiyo Furies finished 30th last season. And we do have a lottery here in the Scuffed Basketball League. And the lottery draws from the top, the bottom 5 finishing teams. So Seiyo Furies finishing 30th, put them 3rd. And Matt Snow pick and pop. Can't get the mid-range shot to go. Seiyo Furies. Matt Snow with the quick steal, though, after he missed the mid-ranger. But the Seiyo Furies were in that 5-team lottery, and they were able to get the #1 pick. Timeout Seiyo Furies following the 3 from Truck Wallace. Back to it following the timeout. Indiana Elite up 1, 1:45 left in the first. But yes, we do use a lottery here in the Scuffed Basketball League with the bottom 5 finishing team. Simpson pulls up a 3 ball. Tried to answer the 3, but it's an offensive rebound from Holland. He dishes it back out. Seiyo Furies with a second chance. Back into Simpson. He's the one that just missed the 3. Now he's in here in the post. Puts up a hook shot. He can't get either of them to go. Back-to-back misses there for Simpson. But yes, the Seiyo Furies finishing at 30th put them in the bottom 5 to have a chance at the lottery. And they did win the lottery to take the #1 pick. And with that #1 overall pick, they did take AJ DeBonsa, currently leading the team in scoring. But the second overall pick did go to the Indiana Elite. However, the Indiana Elite did, of course, acquire that pick through a trade with the Poland TSMPL, as the Indiana Elite finished as runner-ups last season, losing in the grand finals to the London Honeys. Arthur Simpson able to get on the board for the first time there. Matt Snow into Truck Wallace. Truck Wallace getting doubled up. He gets it over to Rocco Pebble. Way to find the open man, and Rocco Pebble able to capitalize. He lays that one in. Rocco Pebble with 2 points here in the first off the bench. Hartman around the screen. He's going to drive to the basket. Great use of the screen there. But the Seiyo Furies do come in tonight at 13-13. They are trying to make the playoffs here in Season 2 after finishing 30th in Season 1. Tonight they do got to face off against the #1 team in the Scuffed Basketball League. Indiana Elite have clinched the playoff spot, coming in tonight at 22-4, 31 games. 31 games in the Scuffed Basketball League. Corner three drops in there for Singleton.
Up, corner three.
And Rocco Pebble can't get the buzzer beater to go. That's the end of the first. Into the second quarter, B team fully checks in for the Indiana Elite. Seiyo Furies up 2. Seiyo Furies coming in tonight at 13-13. Trying to get some wins here late in the season. Having a chance to make the playoffs for the first time in their franchise history. No Mad D Pistol. It's the Furies. The Furies. They got a lot of fury in them. Now, hey, we've heard rumors that the coach, the owner, and the general manager, Yule Land, you know, there's no confirmation or denial whether Yule Land is a furry, but Yule Land's Scuffed Basketball League team, yes, that is the Furies. Let's make sure the newspapers get that one correct. Alan Wells checking in here. He's going to drive. He's going to get rejected. That's Burton's second block of the game. Rocco Pebble. He inbounds it up to Nomad. Nomad, captain of the B team. He'll get the call. He's around the screen. Great defense from Hartman, but a great pass. Finds Rocco Pebble for his slam. 4 points for Rocco Pebble. Hartman into Singleton. Singleton, he'll back down against Alan Wells. Pass over to Burton. Burton throws it over the backboard. Wow. It's plays like that, ladies and gentlemen, to let you know why this is the Scuffed Basketball League and not the NBA. It's Nomad up at the top. He throws up a mid-ranger, and it's plays like that right there. Pete Jones, you could see him over here on the sidelines. He was calling a play to Nomad D Pistol. Nomad said, I'm just going to throw up a mid-ranger with the guy in my face, and it ended up in a missed possession. This time, though, he finds Greg Neal with a great pass. Greg Neal with a slam. 2 minutes gone here in the second. 3 minutes left in the first half. And Shields lays it in with the foul. He'll go to the line for one more. Cannot get the three-point play. There's one thing that's scuffed in the Scuffed Basketball League. We know that it's free throws. Cannot get the three-point play. Greg Neal lays that one in. Back-to-back baskets for Greg Neal. Hartman up at the top into Anderson. Anderson backs down against Pebble. Throws up the hook shot and gets it over both Rocco Pebble and Greg Neal there. Nomad, he'll come across, but timeout, Coach Pete Jones. Starters check back in for the Indiana Elite following the timeouts from Coach Pete Jones. Starters will check back in. Halfway gone here in the second. Matt Snow into Pete Jones Jr. He gets rejected. Pete Jones Jr. yet to score here in this game. Hartman lays it in. Tyler Hartman's got 6. Over to Clem Fandango. Clem Fandango at the top. He's around the screen. Good defense, though. Cameron Boozer back to Fandango. The give and go, and he's able to get the lay-in off of the give and go is Clem Fandango. 4 points for Clem. 2 minutes left in the second. 2 minutes left until halftime. Hartman around the screen. Guarded by Snow, who pokes it away. Matt Snow has been a defensive force here in Season 2. Always a pest as an on-ball defensive man has been Matt Snow this season. Truck Wallace into Cameron Boozer for the slam. Great dish from Truck Wallace. Cameron Boozer, leading candidate for Rookie of the Year. He's got 8. And to Singleton. Singleton against Truck Wallace. And able to muscle it in down low against Truck Wallace. Matt Snow over to Cameron Boozer. They're giving it to the rookie again. And he arcs that one up high to lay that one in. 10 points for Cameron Boozer. Ed Holland off of the alley-oop. Is that the future Rookie of the Year? Cameron Boozer. Here comes Matt Snow all the way coast to coast off of the inbound. Catching the defense falling asleep. Matt Snow gets a quick 2 points. Holland, hook shot up, and he'll get the roll in. Here comes Clem Fandango. Is he going to try the coast to coast? He's trying to take advantage of a sleepy defense, but he can't get the roll in to go. But Pete Jones Jr. is able to grab the offensive rebound. Offensive rebound, Matt Snow into Cameron Boozer. Second chance here for the Indiana Elite. Boozer throws up the hook shot and again drops it in. Cameron Boozer. Reliable as all get out there down low. Humphrey around the screen. 30 seconds left. Humphrey pulls up a mid-ranger. Drops it in off the pick and pop. Drops that one in off the pick and pop. Maybe the Indiana Elite's final one here. Matt Snow, he pulls up his own pick and pop, but he can't get his to go. Shot clock turned off. Maybe the last one right here of the first half. Singleton. Singleton around the screen. Pulls one up and cannot get it to go. Pete Jones Jr. No. That'll take us to halftime. Into the second half. Seiyo Furies start this one up too. Seiyo Furies shooting 70% in the first half. Pete Jones Jr. held scoreless. Burton, and they're just able to drop in shots just like that. Pete Jones Jr. held scoreless in the first half. Seiyo Furies taking it to the #1 team in the league tonight. Cameron Boozer throws up a mid-ranger. Can't get that one to go. Holloway for three. And he drops it in. And the Seiyo Furies come out of halftime ready to throw down. Matt Snow throws up a three. He can't get it to go. Boarded by Cameron Boozer. He takes it all the way back for the slam. Cameron Boozer's got 14. Trying to keep the Indiana Elite in this. Humphrey into the key. He can't get that one to go, but the offensive rebound back up to Holloway. Holloway into Burton. Burton backs down. Shot up. Can't get his to go, though, and that one's boarded by Pete Jones Jr. Here come the Indiana Elite. Clem Fandango around the screen. Great defense. Into Cameron Boozer, though, and he sneaks around to lay it in. Cameron Boozer doing everything he can right now for the Indiana Elite. Holloway into Burton. Burton surges by and slams it down. Matt Snow up at the top, runs the offense for the Indiana Elite into Truck Wallace. Truck Wallace, he's got it in the key. Hook shot, and off the front side. Fight for the offensive rebound. Pete Jones Jr. gets it back out to Matt Snow. They'll set it up for another try here. Indiana Elite, Clem Fandango at the top. He gets it into Cameron Boozer. Who else would they get it to? Cameron Boozer can't get the hook shot to go, though. That was a long one. Shot clock was winding down. Had to put up something. And can't get it to go. DeBonsa can't get the shot to go on the foul. He'll go to the line for two. 70% free throw shooter. That is pretty good in the Scuffed Basketball League. He'll drop in the first. Cannot get the second to go, though. Cannot get the second to go, though. Matt Snow chucks up a three. Can't drop that one in. Seiyo Furies will take back over. Holloway to DeBonsa. DeBonsa, he gets his three ball to go, though. Seiyo Furies up 9. Matt Snow into Pete Jones Jr. over to Cameron Boozer right under the basket. And again, he'll drop one in. Timeout Furies. Cameron Boozer has to take a rest after a hot half of a third quarter. Into Shields. Muscles it in against Greg Neal. Lionel Shields has got 4 points. Matt Snow, Truck Wallace, chucks one up. Can't get that one to go. Hayden Holloway. Matt Snow got a hand on it, then stolen by Fandango. Stolen by Matt Snow, recovered by Fandango. Elite with the ball again. Chance here. Truck Wallace. Back over to Pete Jones Jr. Still looking for his first basket of the game, and he'll finally get it right there. Oregon Trees are still struggling. The Oregon Trees have been struggling even after 3 draft picks in the top 8. Stolen again by Matt Snow. And Matt Snow trying to be a charge here late for the Indiana Elite. Pete Jones Jr. is able to take that one back. All of a sudden, Pete Jones Jr.'s got 4 points after going 0 for 4 to start the game. Holloway over to Debonsa. Debonsa at the top, guarded by Truck Wallace, pulls it up, and fight for the rebound. Offensive rebound by the Seiyo Furies. Back out to Holloway. Hayden Holloway drops in the 3 ball. Matt Snow rejected. Matt Snow had the chance for the quick lay-in. He gets rejected. Indiana Elite will set up and try again. Matt Snow up at the top. Less than 60 seconds into Pete Jones Jr. Pete Jones Jr. lays that one in. He's trying to turn it on here late for the Indiana Elite, as we are 40 seconds from the 4th. Hartman straight to the basket to lay it in. Matt Snow into Truck Wallace. Truck Wallace. He backs down against his man. Turn around and rejected by the rookie. A.J. Debonsa rejects Truck Wallace. Shields up at the top. He's thinking about it. Over to Hartman, though. About 4 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock here late in the 3rd. Over to Debonsa for 3. And Debonsa drops it in. Number 1 overall pick again from downtown. Matt Snow, he's thinking about it. Gives it to Truck Wallace. And he can't get it to go. That is the end of the 3rd. Into the 4th. Seiyo Furies up 11, putting it on the number 1 team in the league right now. Seiyo Furies fighting for a playoff spot late here in Season 2, and this is just the kind of performance they need. Just the kind of performance they need, as this can get them to 14-13 if they can hang on here in the 4th. Off to a good start as the B team turns it over. Debonsa throws up the corner 3, can't get it to go. Boarded by Greg Neal. Pete Jones takes a seat. He's gonna let the team finish it out there. He's not gonna attempt to call plays anymore. Allen Wells throws up a 3 and does drop it in. Maybe Pete Jones does need to sit down. Got away with a foul right there as well. Allen Wells certainly fouled on that one. But Seiyo Furies playing to the refs. The refs playing to the hometown crowd here tonight. Matt into Rocco. Rocco able to lay that one in. Decent night for Rocco Pebble off the bench. He's got 6. Decent night for Rocco Pebble off the bench. He has got 6. And a Simpson against Gator Wallace. He backs him down, throws it out. Corner 3. Debonsa can't get the corner 3 to go, but an offensive rebound for the Furies. Hartman into Shields. Shields blocked, but tipped in by Debonsa for another offensive rebound. Pistol into Greg Neal. 90 seconds gone here in the 4th. Out to Allen Wells. Throws up the 3. He drops it in again. Allen Wells. He's going to try to shoot him out of the hole here. Simpson around the screen trying to attack. Guarded by Wallace, but the alley-oop slam. Shields throws it down. Nomad guarded by Rocco. He's going to attack. And they'll come back with their own alley-oop. He finds Rocco Pebble. Rocco Pebble's got 8. 8 points for Rocco Pebble. Decent night for Rocco off the bench. And Anderson, he comes back and slams it down. 6 points for Shannon Anderson. 2 blocks for Shannon Anderson off of the bench. Gator Wallace able to lay one in. Timeout, Seiyo Furies. 2.5 left here in regulation. Starters check back in. Can they will the Indiana Elite back in here late? Poked away by Matt Snow. Aiden Holloway hasn't missed this game. Here he comes again. He's looking for another one all the way to the basket and drops that one in. Aiden Holloway has not missed. And he'll drop in another one. Matt Snow into Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer has done everything he could here this game. But that was an ugly shot that he misses. 2 minutes left here in the fourth. Holloway into Anderson. Anderson up and over. He drops that one in. Shannon Anderson, 8 points for him off of the bench. Good night for the backup center for the Seiyo Furies. Matt Snow around the screen, driving to the basket, into the key, dishes it back out to Pete Jones Jr. Back to Matt Snow. He throws it off the side of the backboard. Holloway goes coast to coast for the lay-in. 16 points for the rookie point guard. Playing like an all-star out there against an all-star point guard. Cameron Boozer going to get the ball stuck up there on the rim, and it does roll in the end. Timeout, Furies. Cameron Boozer's got 20 points. Great showing for Cameron Boozer in an ugly game for the Indiana Elite. Ugly game for the Indiana Elite, but a great performance for the Seiyo Furies. They have shot very well from the floor, as there's another one that drops in from Arthur Simpson. I believe the Seiyo Furies averaged something like 55 points here in Season 2, and they have got over 70 right now. So, Seiyo Furies on it tonight here against the Indiana Elite. Matt Snow, 4 for 11 from the field. Pete Jones Jr. is something like 3 for 8. So that is a great sign of how the Indiana Elite played here tonight. Anderson wide open under the basket. He lays it in. 10 points for Shannon Anderson. Less than 60 seconds here. Cameron Boozer grabbing some garbage time points, showing that this loss isn't on him and that why he is going to take home Rookie of the Year. Great game for Cameron Boozer. This is going to get the Seiyo Furies to 14-13. They are still hoping to grab a playoff spot here late in the Western Conference. We'll see if the Seiyo Furies can get a few extra wins here late to lock up the first playoff appearance in franchise history. Going to be the 5th loss of the season for the Indiana Elite. Seiyo Furies are a team that seem to have the Indiana Elite's number. Indiana Elite had to escape with a buzzer beater from Clem Fandango last season to beat the Seiyo Furies. This season, the Seiyo Furies come in at 13-13 and put it on, the number 1 team in the league. Seiyo Furies improved to 14-13 and take the win.